Have I been muted the whole time? Son of a bitch. Have I been muted this whole time? Fuck. All right, let's review really fast before I switch over because I'm a damn dumbass. I was watching the Giants game. That sucked. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. I will be at the Moonlight Market this weekend along with a bunch of other people that will be with me at the Indie Art Show February 7th. But Moonlight Market, and then let's move on to start drawing stuff because that just made me sad. That just makes me sad that I fucked that up so bad. Fabulous. Let's make this look like a thing. I'm straight the analog streamer, guys. You guys know that about me. This shit isn't any kind of process. Why does that look so damn dark? Shadows and stuff. It's bright as shit over here, but it looks dark as hell. Hey, what's up, Sam? How are you, sir? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I just realized I was muted. It happens. At least the music was back there, so it wasn't completely dead. So that's good. But I was muted, yeah. But yeah, we talked about some stuff. This is a doodle I did a couple days ago. Yeah, that could happen. I mean, there's a lot to do. I guess there's a lot of people out there, huh? I don't watch anything anymore, so it's great. I have a couple ideas for today, but we're going to review some stuff. This was a couple weeks ago. The Chainsaw Man that we did. This was, I did this at Hot Flips a couple of weeks ago. A couple streams ago, I have done this. And if I can find out, this is, he's fairly passed away. There is another piece that I just did. Which one, Sam? Tell me which ones. Oh, I dropped everything. And I went through those pretty quick. I went through those pretty quick. And I may have misplaced the newest one. Sam forgot to mention. That happens to me all the time, so don't feel bad about that. Literally happens to me all the time. Literally happens to me all the time. We got her, we got them. We got that's there, just fucking kicks and giggles. Fun times. Fun times. Really quick, checking. Check that. How's everybody doing? It's weird. My YouTube chat sometimes comes up, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, that's the Batman I just did. Yeah, the Chainsaw Man piece was done a couple streams ago. Uh, when I started doing, I'm actually partnered up with Dubby Energy Drink. I don't have one with me right now. I didn't order more. They're a great sugar-free energy drink, and they do a lot of cool stuff. And if you use promo code Pete10 off, you can get 10% off of their stuffs. And yeah. No, I haven't gotten anything yet. I haven't gotten anything yet. That's not really a surprise. I don't want to color these in. I should be coloring these in and doing all the lines and stuff, all the line work, but I really don't want to. So we're going to be bad. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. I'm gonna do some fun. It's fun for me anyway. Because I don't want to do that. I just don't. I have an idea for what I want to draw. Cool. I'm excited. Yay. Yeah, I know it's very blurry. I know I'm working on that right now. It's the white, all white screen. That should have gotten better. Yeah, that's a lot better. Had to change the light and do some stuff, and then poof, we get it back. Let's do this. Let's do a warm up, and then because it was all used to being this, and then it went to a white screen, and that's my fault. And I do that all the time. Because we need erasers. God knows I need erasers. That's good. This one has some rough. You sharpen your pencil. So yapping. Okay, I'll put that in the thing. I am and not mute. Well, not muted. I am going to have a conversation, but we're going to save it for next week. I want to have a conversation about comic books. Now, our friend Sam here in the chat. Sam is a comic book creator. He writes, he publishes, he puts comic books out. My buddy Max, we know our buddy Max. He's a writer also, and then one half of Atrocity Comics. Um, our buddy Lunchbox Warren writes and draws and puts out his book, Sig and Joe. He'll be live soon anyway. I'm an artist. Our buddy Phil Leon colors comic books, and he does pre-press and editing. You know, all the usual guys, you know, in my group here. But I'm more of a fan. I'll do art, and I'll do art for people. Like I did a couple covers for I did a cover for Warren. I've been in Antarctic Press. I did a cover for our buddy Warren Brown. What's up, buddy? Guys, don't forget to throw links and stuff in and let them know when you're going to be live and when you're going to be doing stuff. Um, please. I don't know what that said. He does. We're not here to talk about him. Damn it! I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That sounded terrible. I'm so sorry. That sounded so terrible. I'm a bad person. I'm sorry. I'm not a bad. I am. I'm an asshole. But it's all right. At least I'm not Grandpa Drifter or the Canadian Strawberry Shortcake. So I'm gonna stop. Stop. Bad. 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 Gotta stop that. Gotta stop that. I have to get used to. Because I'm using EVMux now instead of StreamYard. And I have no problem saying it out loud because StreamYard is so expensive. I'm just getting used to it now and a lot of the things that we're playing with. Because EVMux is priced good, but it's all priced well. Good, priced good. Wow, I went to good schools and stuff, huh? But I have to learn that this is a little bit like OBS, which I don't use because I don't have the computer to use OBS. I'm rocking a laptop right now. So, but uh, yeah, but yeah. So, but yeah, we do dumb things like that. Hey, my chat's working again. Yay! My chat works. My YouTube chat doesn't always work. I don't know why, but it doesn't. So, but yeah, the yapping thing I was going to talk about. So I'm talking about all these creators. I've done some stuff and I've published my own books, but I'm not a comic book guy. I'm more of a fan with some knowledge of the inside baseball of how to make comics and indie comics and blah blah blah. So the point I was trying to make was next week, and I ran this idea actually by Warren. We're going to do basically a show, a special edition of the Pit called, and I'm not going to be able to do it this week because I got an extra day of work added on. So we're going to do it next week. We're going to do Inside the Echo Chamber, what's wrong or what's right with comics, my opinion. And we're going to talk about what I think. I'm not going to get into like if you want the numbers and the minutia and the expert opinion about what's wrong with comics. Talk to Sam. Sam is an expert on that stuff, and he knows exactly like from dollars and cents and pennies to this, that, the other thing. Sam's got it down. If you want to talk about the time and working and working as an artist, writer, and getting shit done on your own and doing everything yourself, being a one man shop, that's our buddy Warren Brown. Like he's going to give you the inside stuff. I'm going to give you the fan side, but I'm not going to just talk about indie comics because I will be honest with you, I don't care that much. But I'm going to use it. I'm going to basically give my opinions on the whole situation of what's going on between Marvel, DC, Image, the indies, and all these things, and how the fan is affected by these things. That's how I'm gonna jump in on this conversation. But I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna actually. I like having a week to. I'm gonna sit down and write it out a little bit. Right, not a script, obviously, but my bullet points and kind of do a little summary of each thing that I want to go through and talk about. Maybe that'll give me an opportunity to advertise it a little bit and talk about guests and getting some things involved because I think it's interesting. I think it's good for fans to talk about it because we see a lot of talking heads on YouTube and on everywhere talking about, first, like I said, you can hear dollars and cents about comics. You can hear this, you can hear that, but people just want to, at the end of the day, people just want to buy their funny books and move on. And we're going to talk about it. And we're going to include the bubble markets of the TCG, the Pokemon market, the baseball card market. There's actually one market recently that has crumbled and gone back to normal store prices for the most part, and that's the sneaker market. Overnight, the sneaker market just completely got devastated, and there was a few things. There was a few things that made that happen, and we're going to talk about that. And just to give it to so we can get here's the apples, here's the oranges. Let's go talk about the similarities and the differences between them, and the similarity being the bubble. Um, I will say this one because I'm not going to talk about this part at all. Somebody tried to say that it was close to the U.S. Marines say, oh, UPS, sorry, oh, USPS Friday. Cool, excellent, thank you. Um, and if you hear me yapping about what I'm talking about, Sam, please feel free to chime in. Um, I will not because somebody tried to. I saw on a show recently. Somebody tried to. Well, it's like the housing market. It's nothing like the housing market. It's nothing like the housing market. It's just not. Stop that. Stop that. It's not that serious. Stop that. It's comic books. Everybody calm down. So we'll do that and we'll talk about that and we'll have great fun talking about what I think is happening, what I think, what I like to see. That'll also give me an opportunity to go to my comic book shop and I have a stack of shit that I need to get. And because you have people talking about, well, what about the gimmick stuff? Absolute Batman or this, that, the other thing, Green Lantern, this, blah, blah, blah. Marvel Comics in the movies and the Doctor Doom and blah, blah, blah. Talk about all that shit next week. We're gonna do a whole show on that. Um, we're gonna keep it opinions. I want a lot of opinions. So yeah, let's see. Let's talk about some stuff. Let's have a conversation. And does that mean that that's something that's going to happen more often here on the program? The answer to that is yes. I'd like to have more talk and chats about stuff like that, just so we can, talk about stuff. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's get a chat going. Let's get a chat going. Let's get a talk going. Please let me know if you can see what I'm doing. Ah, I broke that tip right off. Well, the thing is, we're not with the like the drawing process or what I'm talking about because I'm not talking about making comics. I'm not talking about any of that inside stuff. I hate that all the shows, all the conversations are all inside baseball, are um, all seem to think that the people buying the books are stupid and are secondary. That only the people who make the books or who are adjacent to making the books in whatever scene you're in are the only people that can talk about what's going on with comic books. And you never talk about books. The people never talk about books. I think it's kind of bullshit. So what I want to do is have a show where I talk about what fans think and what fans want to know. What Joe on the street, what Nancy on the street, you know, want to talk about. Oh well, the art process that's a whole different thing, right? That's a whole monster of a fucking thing. I have no process anymore. I do, but I've given up trying to not break lead on my pencil here. Jesus Christ, I've cracked like. Oh, I hate myself right now. I'm drawing a cat, and it shouldn't be this goddamn difficult, but it is. Um, I'm really trying to go back to basics with this, with my whole situation. Um, First off, I hate treating stuff like inventory. I know I've had that conversation with Juan. That I just hate considering art. A lot of people consider art to be inventory, and I don't like that. It just doesn't. That doesn't jive for me. It's just a commodity, especially in my realm where I'm selling. My fan art aspect is I'm selling. I'm making this stuff, and I'm doing the little paintings and all this stuff, the other thing. And not that I want to stop doing that. I really enjoy doing that. Doing that. See, I'm going through puberty over it. Jesus Christ. I do enjoy it. I just don't want it to be everything because I do portraits. I mean, here. You want to see something, Sam? You want to see something? Watch this. I got three portraits here because this is what I do. So I'm going to show you. Ah, what is that? That's going to be tough to see because of the glare, but that's an acrylic portrait, 11 by 17. If you can guess the subject, I'll send you a candy cane. So there's that. Then we'll show you. This is a little bit more risque. Should I put something over? I mean, they're covered up. Whatever. Thank you. You got that. And then this is no one. This is a friend of mine. Not no one, but that was a friend of mine. Did a little while ago. Yeah, I like comic books. Yeah, I like anime. Yeah, I love drawing that stuff. Yeah, I love drawing stuff in that style. I mean, shit. I showed you guys this, but I like doing that. I like doing portraits and stuff. I like drawing this angry ass cat. I'm yapping with y'all. And next week we're going to talk. That's what we're going to talk about next week. Though. We're going to talk about uh, fans and what they think is going on with comics. Because I think the fan is getting shorted out a lot. Like no one's thinking about what the fan wants. And we're all fans, right? We're all supposedly fans. So maybe we should listen. But some people, what are the other thing too? Is some people think that they're so great that there's no need for them to have to listen to the fan. So that's just how that goes, right? Some people are like, "Well, I'm God's gift to everything, and you should listen to only what I have to say. My opinion only matters." Guess what, guys? Opinions are like assholes. Everyone is one. So that's the way that goes. I bought this thing. I bought this goddamn thing because I thought it was going to be more convenient. Do I have to crack this off? Is that what it is? Is that what the problem is? It's supposed to make my life easier. It's not. Yep, AOC, you get a candy cane, Sam. I was told I wasn't able to gift it to her though because of uh, gifts and whatever. So I think next campaign I'm going to donate it to her campaign, and her next campaign I'm going to donate it to her as a. Oh, that almost was terrible. So it's not a gift. It's still a gift, but it's not. There's no cash value to it. That's the. I think that's the thing. I don't really know much about. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that, but now I'm kind of glad that I did. So the cat will be fine. Oh yeah, I got it. I got it to work the way I wanted it to. Yay! So exciting. Oh my god. Yeah, I love me some portraits, man. I love me some portraits. So we're gonna do more of those. I do. I really. I should have. What I should have done. Speaking of not being in comics, I had the idea and I just never went with it. I should have done some painted covers for folks. I should have done one for fun and and shown off. But I'm gonna be honest. No offense, Sam, but some of you indie guys, some of you indie creators are too much. Like way too much. Like not in a bad, not in a horrible, horrible way, but Jesus Christ. It's fucking intense. And I'm not pigeonholing any one person, by the way, in that. I mean a lot of y'all, like most of y'all. Jesus Christ. And I know I'm not the easiest guy in the world to work with or anything, but fuck. I'm sure Todd McFarlane is no joy to work with. Um, uh, yeah, that's something that right now, I stopped it because of I had. Let me take let me take a sip of water here. I had to stop, full stop on Attack on Cookie because of everything that went down with us in New York Comic Con and a couple other things. Just wasn't feasible to get it done, and financially, because we didn't have a New York Comic Con, I'm I'm behind. So I'm going to put some. Now the good news is I'm behind. Sure, cool, whatever. But thank you, by the way. But the good news is um, I'm only behind art wise. Like, and it's not even that bad. It really isn't. It really, really isn't that bad. Because I compartmentalize everything, you know. So I'm able to put the book on hold for a little bit, and then so I can concentrate on some other stuff, getting some other life stuff put together, which actually is moving right along. It's really doing really well. The slowdown also was the torn rotator cuff is really doing that. But the plan with Attack on Cookie is nothing for right now. Maybe I'll doodle with some stuff here and there. Um, Everything I'm focusing on is the May 2nd and 3rd TCG show that we're doing. Fat Guy Inc. has 5 tables for that show. So we're going really hard for that show. Like we are balls out on that show. And we'll see what happens there. So I feel like I'm missing Twitch comments. I'm not. Okay, cool. So we'll see what happens. That should put me back on track to, again, finishing the book by some point in the summer. And moving on again, you know? So we'll see what happens. And then we'll take it from there. And that'll be, whatever that'll be. And that's the plan for that. It's not a real whole lot of a plan, to be honest with you. And I'm sorry about that. I know there's a lot of people locally that are really interested, but the local folks um, know more than you guys. The folks that see me at shows and stuff know more than my online presence, and that was done on purpose also because I was planning to not crowdfund the book, and I'm still very much thinking I'm not going to do that. And so we'll see how that plan progresses. I need an in between break. Ow! Dog. I'm going through all of these guys that I have 3 of these guys, and then I have a big one, and then I have a lazy Susan with ink in it too that I use to hold all my markers. This 5 should be just what I need. Just because New York. Have a good night, Sam. Thanks for stepping by. Don't forget to subscribe, kids. Everything hurts. Everything hurts. Hey, look at that. We've been on for an hour. That's some funny shit. It's already pretty dark. Cat, cat, cat. How's your cat? Cat in a hat. Stupid. But that's okay. So we got pretty happy with the two of those. I'm a little cranky. I'm just tired. It's we're really doing this right now. Yeah, we're really gonna do this right now. I'm going to find. I'm going to find something. I had something that I wanted to draw, and then I kind of lost it. Fuck it. Talk about portraits, right? Want to draw a portrait tonight, kids? Want to draw a portrait tonight? Let's draw a portrait tonight. I had a little stand, and now it's gone. 'Cause I'm stupid, and I lose everything. I've lost so much shit. Oh, it's blurry as fuck. Let's get some color in here. So we use what I'm doing here. Shit. Okay, both equal, so half and half. This wire shit is it's about half wire. This much. And hard to cover it down. Sorry. Oh my God, that's good. It's paramount to this. That is a little bit more there. And then one eye's there. There you go. Oh, a little lower. My cat is snoring. I'm going to erase so much of this. That's my where's my eraser gun or movement or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I think I need a lighter pencil. What lead is this that I'm using? I'm already using a 2B, 4B. That's fucking crazy. And we'll just keep going here. We'll try to. The whole concept of a nose is a pain in the ass. Mm, mm, we're almost there. Drawing like the whole thing would probably have to be redrawn a dozen times. I don't like that eye. It's the second eye. So this is what I don't have enough because it's just too, you know. So I want to. It's at least going to be the same size as. Probably got to make the neck roller, which is crazy. Right. Makes perfect sense. That makes eye too. Kind of happy with that. But of course, there were things. The things. There's always something that needs to be there at a good portraits. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe maybe I'm wrong, and I should just stick to fucking anime drawings. I don't fucking know. Okay, so that's. Sure, it should be about to be. The face, controller, little wire. right. Well, kind of there somewhere a little bit. It's not what I want though. Because I can live with that. I can live with this one. Oh, I just kicked everything. Didn't mean to kick everything, kids. Sorry. So, fuck. Further. If you're in the chat, if you're in there, you're watching, you're listening, anything, tell me if you think you know who this is or what I'm doing here. There's a lot of graphite on the paper because it's Bristol board and stuff like that. So it's not. I don't exactly have the angle I want. The angle is a little bit more chin up. I gotta see what I can do about that. Right now, I'm just trying to get some of the graphite off of this drawing. Just because less face with it. When there's more face, I have less face. This is this. This is this. Down to about here. We definitely have more face here below the chin. So I think the chin does that. Oh! I just made myself very happy. Over here. This should be right at the chin. This is this is this stops here and then goes up into the darkness. It gets a little lost in it. Uh-oh. The line goes into the darkness. Like this goes into the darkness. And then this is kind of dark. This goes here. This goes left it. Okay, nose. Dark to there. This is all black now because of the nerve. And then this is kind of shaded. And here a little bit. Yeah, we found her. Pretty cool. Pretty happy about that. Do another pass with the eraser. The eye still bothering me today. God, golly. No, it's good. Adjust. Yeah, okay, I'll deal with that. I'll take that. Cat tapped out. I'm tapping out. Thanks, kids.